Welcome everyone. My name is Brian, and I've been teaching classes with the library since the end of 2015 when I got certified to teach. It's great to be able to continue our classes virtually in this way, and like Buff, our wonderful library administrator, mentioned earlier, we've been recording these sessions so that there will be a library of yoga material available on YouTube. And again, that's at Library CCPL. That's the YouTube channel that you can follow or subscribe to review our past classes. And my intention for our class this evening is to take this time for self-care and nourish our hearts and help to calm and balance our minds. And we're going to do that with some mindful movements and a little bit of breath work. So I encourage you to start by finding your comfortable seated position. You can use a cushion like a yoga bolster, or you can sit up in a chair, or you can use a blanket or anything else that helps get your hips up above your knees. This is going to make sitting here a little more sustainable. All right, and we're going to start by settling in, and then we're going to tune into our yoga frequency. What that means is we're really shifting out of work mode, action mode. We're shifting inwards into this yoga frequency, into this space of awareness and openness. And we're going to do this with a little sound vibration. Just like you would tune a radio frequency to meet your needs and tune into a certain vibration, a certain frequency. We do this with yoga and sound vibration by chanting or singing. And our chant for tonight is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I'm going to break that down in a rough translation so we're not just making sound without really understanding and feeling their meaning, what those vibrations are. So the first word in our 4-word chant is Om, O-N-G, Om. And it sounds a lot like the chant Om, and they have a very similar vibration and frequency. Om means universal truth, or the spirit of enlightenment. It also embodies all of the love in the universe. And so, when we say Om Namo, Namo means to bow to, or I show respect to, I acknowledge. When we're saying Om Namo, what we're saying is, I bow to, I respect, I acknowledge the power of love in the universe. I acknowledge that power of love in the universe is also in me. Om Namo. The second part of the chant is Gurudev Namo. You'll notice that Namo is the same in both. So, let's see, give me just a moment here. Turning my notifications off. I'm getting a lot of buzzing here in the background. Okay. All right. Thank you. And that little technical difficulty. Okay. So back to our chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And so we can start to tune into this yoga frequency with this chant. Gurudev literally means guru, who is the remover of darkness, or your spiritual teacher, your inner voice, your conscious, seated at your heart center. That little voice that tells you the right thing to do, that's the guru inside of you. Dev When we break the word down, guru, remover of darkness, which is ignorance and fear and all those things that we work on in our self-worth. Dev means divine or heavenly. So we're acknowledging that part in us that is divine. So I'm going to give a sample chant, and then I'll encourage you to chant with me. And together we're going to raise our vibration and push it out into the world that so desperately needs more people operating at a higher frequency. So I'm going to start by exhaling completely, as this chanting is in itself breath work. And then I'm going to inhale for the chant. Om Namo Namo. You can do it with me twice more. Exhaling completely. Inhaling deep. Om Namo Pause and bathe and rest in that sound vibration, that higher frequency. And when with your next in-breath, when you're ready, next in-breath, inhale and open the palms turned up. Open your arms out wide, pulling your shoulder blades together, lifting the chest, big breath in. Exhale. Turn the palms to face in, fingertips together, exhaling. And inhaling, heart opening, shoulder blades retract. Exhaling, palms turning like you're going to give someone a great big bear hug. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. One more time. Big breath in. Full breath out. Exhale. Interlace your fingers. Clasp your palms together. Just start to rotate out the wrists. Start to rotate the wrists. One direction. Breath is steady and relaxed. And then the other direction. A few more times in each direction. Keeping your fingers interlaced, press your palms up and overhead. Observe if the shoulders scrunch up around the ears, relax the shoulders back and down. Palms pressing up. You have your biceps just outside of your ears. I'm going to take a little inhalation. I'm going to twist over to my left-hand side, twisting over to the left. I'm going to exhale back through center and over to the right. Inhale, left. And exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Twisting through the torso, working on a little torso mobility. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Good. Inhale back to center. Press the palms up. Inhale and hold the breath in for a moment. Exhale, release the hands. Hands return to rest in front of the center of the chest. Head bows towards the heart. Rest here with the breath. Feel your whole body relaxing. Feel your mind relax. And go ahead and bring your hands down to the knees or lap. If you need to, you can switch to cross your legs. We're just going to start to make some body circles here, warming up our lower back and our hips. You want to try and keep your sitting bones on the floor or cushion and just lean out, looking across the horizon line, leaning forward, hands can support. You can even pause over on one side and just kind of work that stretch on one side, and then come back over to the other side and pause. Notice if one side responds differently. A lot of us have asymmetries in our bodies. It's nice just to be aware of those. You can work on balancing those out. Just one more circle in each direction. Good job. Let's go ahead and put our feet on the floor. Let's go ahead and just lift our toes up off the floor and then press our toes down and lift the heels up. So heels plant, toes lift, sitting up tall, and then toes plant, heels lift. Do that 3 or 4 more times. Warming up the ankles. One more time if you wish. Nice. Go ahead and walk those feet in. Go ahead and hug those knees into the chest and just tuck your chin in and rest here. All right. And when you're ready, go ahead and place your hands down beside you. Scooch forward so that you can feel the weight in the feet. We're going to come to standing, okay? We're going to press straight down with our feet to come all the way up. Let's go and take a big breath in, shift the weight forward into the feet, and stand. Go ahead and shake it out. I'm going to adjust the lighting here a little bit so we can get rid of some of these shadows. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of start to shake the body out, shaking out the arms. Give the arms a really good shake. Shoulders like to shake. Good. Hips love to shake. All right. Give everything a really thorough shake, especially the hands and arms. Sway side to side. Keep shaking everything out. Keep it going. This is really great for helping to improve circulation, get oxygen-rich blood all through the body. It's also a really nice energetic reset. If you're ever really tired or just, even if you're feeling a little stressed, a good shake do the heart, mind, and soul wonders. All right, 10 more seconds. Really big shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. You can imagine you're making an adult beverage and you need to give it a good shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. 3, 2, and 1. Close the eyes and bring your awareness into the hands and arms. Feel that tingling, that electricity, that bioelectricity, all parts of your body. Right? We're going to bring our hands up to our shoulders. We're going to do our lung cleansing kriya, another nice invigorating breath practice. I just kind of moved my feet out to be about shoulder width apart. Fingers lightly resting on the top of the shoulders. My core is engaged, belly drawing up and in. This is my core not engaged. All right, and now here's a little core engagement. Just a gentle drawing up and in with the belly, almost as if I had a zipper below my belly button. I want to zip it all the way up. All right, core strong and engaged. Hips stay facing forward. And just like earlier when we did our twist side to side, we're really focusing on the mobility and stability of the core and torso. Okay, so we're not just swinging the arms back and forth, and we're not just kind of being lazy and letting the hips swing side to side. No, hips stay locked in place, facing forward. We're going to keep the hands locked in place here, and this is just with breath and torso mobility. Again, it's an inhalation to the left, and an exhalation to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. And you can do this a little bit more slowly and methodically. Or if you want to, you can kind of start to pick up the pace and abbreviate the breath, but also increase the volume by breathing in deeper. Like this. Keep those elbows lifted up. Keep breathing deep. 15 seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms. Just let the arms swing side to side, spinal twist. See if you can let the arms tap the body like a metronome, keeping count. Inhale for a count of 4 or more. Let your exhalation be equal to or greater than the inhale. Slowly let the arms return back to stillness. Good. All right, one more nice warm up for our hips and lower back. Hands on hips, big sweeping hip circles. You can even widen your stance a little bit if you want to. You can always hinge forward from the hips, coming more into this wide angle forward fold, and you're going to feel the backs of the legs, the hamstrings really start to stretch there, especially when you start to Lower the crown of the head towards the floor. But don't force anything. There's no need to strain. Just very gently warming our bodies up. This isn't a contest or a competition. So you just modify as needed. Where if there's any areas that feel like they're a little frozen, tense, or tight, just bring your breath awareness into those spaces. Start to soften any sharp edges with your breath awareness. When you're ready, you can pause and switch the direction of those hip circles. 3 more circles in this direction. All right, go ahead and bring the hips back to stillness. We're going to get a little more blood flowing with a couple rounds of goddess pose or our goddess squats. Since we already have wide feet, all we need to do is angle our heels in and our toes out. I'm not sure if you can actually see my feet behind this bolster or not. I just angled my heels to face in and my toes to face out. Again, core engagement is important. I'm just going to zip the belly back up. Chest is going to stay lifted. I'm going to bring my arms into this goddess pose position. And we're going to inhale deeply here. And we're going to exhale, sink on down. Inhale and hold. Exhale and hold. One more time. Inhale and hold. And exhale, legs straighten, arms straighten. Inhale here, reset. Exhale, sink on back down. Inhale, focus on the breath. Exhale, stay here. One more round of breath in. Exhale, breath out. This time we'll inhale, straighten legs, straighten arms. Exhale, squat back down. Inhale and hold. Exhale and inhale here. Exhale, stay here. Extend breath, straighten legs, straighten arms, big breath in. And exhale, wide angle forward fold. Hands come all the way down to a prop or the floor. Go ahead and bring your heels behind toes and widen your stance. Now, you might like to keep a little bend in your knees, especially if your hamstrings are tight. I'm just going to cradle the elbows and hang out here in this forward fold. Feel free to rock side to side. Three more breaths in your forward fold. Inhale, bring hands to thighs or hips. Exhale, slowly press the floor away. Come back to standing. Inhale, hands reach up and overhead. Stretch the arms long. And exhale, hands lower down. Good. All right, so while we're here in this wide angle stance, we're going to transition into triangle pose. Triangle pose is a great side body stretch and hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to start with my right hand, right foot. I'm going to turn my right foot out. So I'm like in this warrior two stance. And why don't we just do a few of these warrior two squats, all right, by just bending this right leg until the knee stacks over top of the ankle, and then simply straightening that leg. And again, you could have the arms out in Warrior Two, or you can just keep the hands resting on the hips. So you can do this 4 more times. Over ankle, might even feel a nice inner thigh and groin stretch, leg straight. One or 2 more times. Okay. So for triangle pose, we're gonna keep this leg straightened. And I'm gonna narrow my stance just a little bit, just a couple inches. I'm just gonna toggle this left foot back in. All right. So for triangle pose, you can start with your hands on the hips, and we're gonna start by shifting this left glute back. See this little side body hinge that happens here? We're just gonna practice this movement just 3 more times. Simply hinging. You're going to feel the stretch start to come on in different, every time we add another component, you're going to feel the stretch start to come on like in waves. One more time, go ahead and just work and focus on that side body hinge. So we're kind of compressing the right side, or simultaneously lengthening this left side. So you can keep your hands right here on the hips, or optionally, you can start to reach this right hand down above or below the knee. We want to try and keep the hips open and stacked, left over right. You can keep the eye gaze turned up, or you can turn your eye gaze down. Now to make that beautiful triangle pose shape, you can reach this right hand up and overhead, stacking left arm on top of right. Now you probably right away feel that big stretch across the left side body. If it's too intense, just inhale back up. And then exhale, left hip shifts back, right hand slides down. You can sort of take it 1 repetition, 1 breath at a time. If you're comfortable to stay here, some other options might be to make a few arm and shoulder circles. So while we're here, we get the benefit of warming up this left shoulder complex. You might also like to play with half bind, reaching that left hand around the back behind you. We're going to be here for about 30 more seconds. Everyone has some variations they can play. One more deep breath in, everyone. When you're ready, exhale, bring left hand to left hip. Inhale slowly all the way back up, hips facing forward. And then go ahead and just take that right foot and turn it to face forward. All right, go ahead and shake out the hips. Pick the shoulders up, roll them back and down. The head and neck, a nice quick stretch. Ooh, okay, wow. Well, my left side feels invigorated and my right side is ready for the same. So we're gonna go ahead and take this left foot. I'm gonna turn my left foot out, and I'm just gonna double check my alignment. I've got a heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. All right, core engaged, hands on hips. And we're just gonna do a few of these Warrior Two squats just to start warming our legs up here. So I'm gonna just bring a little bend in the knee, knee over ankle, and then straighten and again. And lunging, straighten. Feel free to widen or narrow your stance as needed. Again, arms come out in that Warrior Two shape. Let's do this twice more. Nice. Now we're going to practice that side body hinge. So it's a shift back Right glute shifts back. All right, and we're just simply hinging. So it's almost like we're kind of compressing this left side, but lengthening the right side. And then come back up. Let's do that 4 more times. And up. All right, let's come on back up. So this time we're going to transition into our triangle pose. As we shift that right hip back, you can keep the hands on the hips or slide that left hand down above or below the knee. Again, we've got some options with the hand. Right arm stacked right over top of left. Play with that. You might like to keep the hand on the hip. You might like to make a few shoulder circles here. Remember, eye gaze can look up or down. You can also take half bind by placing the back of the right hand in your back left pocket. You need to reset, you just come right on back up. Any amount of breaks you need to reset. And we'll go ahead and come right back to triangle for our next 30 seconds or so. One more deep breath in. When you're ready, exhale, bring a bend in that front leg, hands back to hips, come on back up and turn that left foot in to face forward. And go ahead and shake out the hips again. Whew, wow. You probably feel a big stretch through your hips and side body here. All right. Go ahead and bring your feet back to like our original width, just about outside of shoulder width. Hands on lower back. And we're going to inhale, big breath in, press the hips forward, shoulder blades retract, little back bend. And then we're going to exhale, bend in the knees, come back to this wider angled forward fold. And if you want to, you can keep the hands on your lower back like this for support, or you can adopt a bind by interlacing the hands, clasping the palms together, and you can make this your back bend shape, and then this your forward fold shape. Good. Go ahead and continue. Do 5 more. Last one. Release the hands down by the side. Awesome job. Squeeze the hand, make fists. Imagine you're carrying 2 5-gallon buckets of water. Shrug the shoulders up. Big breath in. Without spilling any of the water, exhale a little bend in the knees. Drop the buckets down. Again, inhale, stand up tall, shrug the shoulders up. And exhale, gently lower the buckets back down, a little bend in the knees, just a gentle squat. I'll do that 3 more times. Big breath in. Exhale, shoulders back and down, little squat, sit down the buckets, pick them back up. Good. One more time. Very good. All right. Go ahead and shake it out. We'll make our way through one balancing pose here. And we're going to come into tree pose. And so to come into tree, you might like to have a hand on a wall or on a chair or something to help steady your balance. Okay? For tree pose, we're going to go over 3 different variations. First variation is very simple. You can simply kickstand your heel to ankle. All right? This is going to be a very grounded version of tree. All right? The second variation that you could practice would be to bring the instep of your right foot either below or above the knee. Okay? Below the knee, or you can even come up above the knee. Okay? If you're coming up above the knee, you're going to have to actually actively engage and press this left thigh into that foot. So when they meet, there's a level of adduction there that's squeezing in towards the midline. All right. Your third option, if you want to practice a version of tree and half lotus, you could bring your right leg in and you could, with the help of the hand, hold the foot here, or without, you could just simply keep the leg there. Okay. So when you're ready, go ahead and decide which level of tree best suits your needs. All right, again, if you want to use the help of a wall or a chair or something, certainly feel free. All right, clear my space here, back onto my mat. All right, I'm going to shift the weight over into the left foot. Before I start to work my way into the balancing pose, I'm going to allow my eyes to choose a single point to rest on. In yoga, this is called our drishti. With my focal point set, I'm going to start to shift the weight to left foot. And I'm going to start to play with some different variations of tree. If you wish, you can grow the branches of your tree up and overhead or out to the side. Feel free to take time for expression here. When you're ready with your next exhalation, lower the hands, lower the right foot, gently shake it out and reset. Right? Same thing on the other side. Before you begin your balance, take your time.
Brian, if you could
find that focal point with the eyes, and then start to shift the weight over and transition to tree.
Brian, if you could adjust your sound, it got really faint. Thank you.
How about now? Can you guys hear me okay?
It was better. One more test?
Okay, try it again. Try it again.
Yeah,
Testing.
try it again.
Is that better?
It's better. It's not as clear as before, but it's a lot better.
Okay. I'm not
There you go.
sure.
That's back.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so again, we're just gonna make sure that we take our time to find that focal point, and then we're gonna start to shift the weight over into our right foot and prepare for treatment. Up, out, or whatever feels right for your treatment. Exhalation, lower the hands, lift and lower the foot. Very good. So we're going to transition back down onto our mats. We're going to come onto our backs. All right, I'm going to dim the lights just like we would in the spirit of our deep relaxation. And we're just going to work through one or two stretches, and then we're going to come into a nice guided relaxation. So let's come on back down to our mats. You just bring the arms out into a T shape and just start to drop the knees side to side. Okay. So we're going to make our way into a happy baby pose, which is a wonderful stretch for the hips. It's a nice hip opening pose, the groin, inner thigh muscles, and even for the lower back. So a few different versions of happy baby. I'll guide you through those now. You can start by simply even just wrapping your arms around the back of the legs and just gently rocking side to side. This would probably be the most gentle version or accessible version of a happy baby pose. Or you could bring the arms to the inside edges of the legs and reach for the outside edges of the feet. So you're going to actually press the feet towards the ceiling with a deep bend in the knees. So your knees are actually coming down to the outside edges of your shoulders. Another variation that you could practice is simply straightening the legs. That's going to bring the stretch more into the hamstrings. Breathe more rounds, deep breathing here. Right, when you're ready, release the legs or feet. Bring your feet back to the floor. Feet wide, knees together, coming back into constructive rest. This is a beautiful place where you could stay for up to 10 or 12 minutes in your own time. This is really restorative for the lower back. And just in general, if you're ever feeling a little tired or discombobulated, just taking the time to rest here can be very beneficial. Little adjustments you need to, and rest. Welcome to stay here for your final relaxation position. If you'd like, you can come into a classic Shavasana or another restorative pose of your choice. Go ahead and stay where you're at or modify as needed. I'm going to come back up to my comfortable seat so I can guide us through a nice tense and release practice. We're going to begin with a tense and release practice. We'll do the abbreviated version. So when I instruct you to tense and tighten a certain portion of the body, you're going to inhale and hold the breath, lift that part of the body off the floor an inch or two, and then when I say release, then you'll exhale, you'll relax that part of the body, gently shake it out, and then just forget about it. Let it rest, let it be. So we're going to start this practice with our right leg and foot. When you're ready, inhale deeply, hold the breath in, lift the right leg and foot off the floor a few inches and hold. Flex the foot towards you. Feel the muscles becoming tense and tight. Keep inhaling if you can. And then exhale a big sigh of relief. Relax that right leg down. Gently shake the leg side to side. And then let it be. When you're ready, we'll repeat on the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Squeeze and tighten all the leg muscles. Inhale and hold the breath in. And exhale, release. Lower the left leg down, gently shake the leg side to side, and let it be. Next, we'll move into the gluteus muscles and hips. You can simply squeeze the muscles of the buttocks together, feel the hips lift an inch or two. Inhale and hold the breath in. Keep inhaling and holding, squeezing the glutes tense and tight. Exhale, relax the glutes, gently shimmy the hips, and allow the posterior to relax into the floor. Next, we'll work on some deep diaphragm breathing. And we'll start by inhaling deep into the lower belly. Feel the lower belly expand as you breathe in. Breathe in. Inhale more still and hold the breath in until the belly feels like a balloon that's about to pop. Big breath in and hold. Exhale out the mouth, release. Feel the belly descend. Inhale deeply now, feel middle of the torso rise and expand. Inhale, inhale, inhale more. Exhale, relax. Bringing your awareness into the center of the chest. Inhale and feel the chest rise as you breathe in, your strongest in-breath yet. Hold that powerful breath in. At your own discretion or when you're ready, exhale and relax. Gently invite a little swallow in the neck and throat, or just cough to clear the throat and let the neck and throat relax. Now bring your awareness down into the hands. Inhale, spread the fingers wide. Lift the hands, the arms up off the floor. At the peak of your inhalation, squeeze the hands and make fists, tensing all the muscles of the arms tense and tight. Keep inhaling, holding the breath in. Exhale, relax and release. Drop the arms. Roll the hands and arms side to side, and then let them be. Just very slowly rotate the head and neck to the right, to the left. Back through center to the right. When you're ready, bring the head and neck back to center. The head and neck relax. Last part of our tense and release. This time exhale completely and hold the breath out. Exhale, 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 hold. Squeeze the muscles of the face tense and tight, making a tight prune face. Relax the face, open the eyes, and breathe in. Eyes relax, face relaxes. Make any final little adjustments and keep the body relaxed. To count backwards from 10, counting every in-breath, every out-breath. Every breath cycle counts as one. You lose track or your mind wanders, continue to count backwards from 10 to 1. Breath, body, and mind relaxing. Turn your awareness to your thoughts. Just observe as thoughts come without clinging and without pushing things away. See if you can find that point of non-judgmental awareness, point of balance. You are awareness itself. Simply relaxing the mind to rest in awareness. To deepen your breath now. Slowly but surely, deepen the breath. Bring your awareness back to inhibit your body. And just very slowly and mindfully, bring some little movements back into your body. Touch each finger to thumb or open and close fingers. And open and close the eyes a few times. And when you're ready, you might take one last full body stretch, stretching the arms wide, pointing the toes, and then exhaling, hugging everything back in, giving yourself a great big hug. And when you're ready, take your time and return to a seated position. Being back in that comfortable position, returning to that place of awareness, resting in awareness just a moment longer. Tonight I'll close our practice with the Long Time Sunshine song. May the long time sun surround all love, surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Guide your way home. Long time sun shine around. May all love surround you. May the pure light within you guide your way. Close our practice with Namaste. 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 Thank you all so much for taking the time to join us. There will be no class next week, but we will pick up class the week after that on June 24th. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed evening.